All right, in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 AI prompts that have made me $50,000 or more each. I've been playing a lot with AI over the last 6 to 12 months, and I found some really effective prompts that I use on a regular basis. And these are some of them that have made me the most amount of money and the ones that I use most consistently. So I'm going to go through these prompts one by one. I'm going to share what it is, how I use it, and then an example prompt that you can take and run with and use for yourself. Okay, you can use it for yourself, you can use it for clients, whatever the scenario. So the first prompt is the content to book chapter converter. What it is, it takes a piece of content and it turns that into a book chapter. And it does it while keeping the natural voice of the author. It removes filler and it organizes all the content into a structure that makes sense for a book. So I've been creating books, my own books and client books for the last 5 years. And this helps to speed up the process by a massive amount. So I can now create books in hours instead of months or even years. And these books, everyone knows that a book can grow your business, it can make you money, it can raise your status and respect and authority if you say you're a published author. If you're doing this for clients, it's obviously going to make them money. And so these books that you're creating really, really quickly can become lead magnets, sales assets where you're selling the book on its own. It can be trust builders where you send it out for free to your audience or email list and gets them to buy into your process or your protocol. And this works for both free and paid books, okay? So I've used this for all types of books and it helps me to create the books and the book chapters a lot quicker, especially if there's already existing content out there. So what you can do, one way that you can use this says Zoom interview. You can use this for courses, coaching programs, YouTube videos, blog articles, anywhere where there is written or transcriptions of content. You could take that, pop it into ChatGPT or Claude or whatever AI tool that you use and use this prompt to help you convert that into a book chapter. And then you just repeat it for all the chapters. So this is an example prompt. I'm going to copy this and paste it in here. And instead of a Zoom interview, I'm going to do a YouTube video because I can do that in real time. And all it says is, here's a transcript from a YouTube video, turn this into a book chapter, keep the tone, remove the filler, and follow this structure for each chapter. So the what, why, how, and proof. That's my structure for when I'm creating the chapters for a book. And then you just paste in the transcript. So if I go to this YouTube video, which is one of my videos, and you can do this on pretty much any video, you go to show transcript, which is in the description, and then you're going to see it here on the right. And then you just copy it. Okay, so I'm going to copy the transcription, and you would then go back to GPT and you would just paste in the transcript. Okay, and again, you can do this for any type of content where there's a transcription or written content that you can paste in just like this. Now, you could do this as a service. I do this as a service for clients where I help them create their books, and this is one of the prompts that I use to do that and do it very quickly. And you can see here, now it's building out the chapter and it's taking the transcription from this video. It's an 18-minute video and it's using the framework to convert it into a book chapter. Okay, so you can see it going here. So that is one example. This one I use quite a bit because I'm working on a lot of books. And so this really helps you to speed up that process of creating content and chapters for your book or your client's book. Second prompt. This is the offer builder. So it's specifically around book funnel offer builders. I've been using this a lot to create like the back-end offers and the upsells for people who work with me to help them create their books. It's going to help you create the full monetization system around a book. So you're not going to get rich just selling a $5 book. You want to make sure that you have other offers from low to mid to high ticket offers that you can sell to people who download your book if it's free or who buy your book and they want more help from you or your client. So it can help you to create the full offer stack, the full monetization system around the book, from the opt-in to the upsells to the back-end offer or offers. And it can outline the offer structure, the pricing, the positioning, the copy. This is obviously, the example here is just like one prompt. I go a lot deeper than this when I'm doing this for clients. But it can help you get started with the ideas and research for the offers. And so why it's good, it builds the entire ecosystem beyond the book, right? You're not going to get rich from a $5 book, so there has to be other offers on the back of that book that you can sell to leads and customers who get the book. I've used this prompt to build entire sales funnels for myself and for clients where we can turn $5 books into 6 to 7 figure offer stacks on the back end. Okay, so right now I'm doing this for a couple of clients, my one-on-one clients, and I created the entire structure of like the order bumps, the one-time offers, the OTOs, and their high ticket offer from 5 to 10K, and launch it profitably to cold traffic using or starting with this prompt here. So the prompt is pretty simple. I can just copy this. And the key and the trick with AI is, I shared this before, but you always want to give the framework, it even says it right here, context, example, command. So you want to tell it what you're dealing with, the situation or the goal. You want to give it an example if you can, where you can say, here's an example offer stack that I like, that's successful. And then you give it a command, which is, I want you to create this same offer stack for my business. Okay. So if we go to here, I'm going to paste it in, map out a complete book funnel for a business coach who helps people quit their 9 to 5 through building we're going to do book publishing agency. Okay. Include a $37 order bump, $197 OTO 1. Okay, we're going to click enter, and we're going to see what it does here. I'm doing this in real time, so I don't know what the answers are going to look like. I just wanted to show you examples of using these prompts and showing you how powerful it can be if you can use the framework to give it exactly what you want, the context example command. So here's your example book funnel mapped out. Let's see what it gives us. Front end offer, escape plan, quit your 9 to 5. I have a book called 1 Hour Book System. It's linked below. It's the 1 Hour Book System membership, and it teaches you how to create books really quickly without writing them, and then how to offer it as a service, build an agency around it. So you can see escape plan, quit your 9 to 5 with a profitable book publishing agency. It gives you the book price, free plus shipping, interesting. Book description, discover the step-by-step blueprint to replace your 9 to 5 by launching a lucrative book publishing agency. And it even tells you like, okay, create a 150-page book, a digital ebook, okay? Then the order bump, done for you book publishing agency templates. So client contracts, service agreements, onboarding forms, okay? I already have something like that as one of my upsells. Rapid client acquisition system. So you can see one prompt, just a couple of sentences long. You give it some context. It would even be a better answer if you gave it an example. So if I uploaded an offer stack and said, here's like a 7-figure offer stack. Here's like the order bump and what's included. Here's the one-time offer. Here's the high ticket offer. It'll give you an even better answer because then it has something to model after. Okay, but you could see very quickly in a few seconds, I was able to have a preliminary offer stack built out using that prompt. So I use that quite a bit, especially when I'm helping clients to brainstorm their book funnels and their offer stacks. Prompt number 3, I use this one pretty much every day. This is the money-making email. This is using AI to create a money-making email by modeling a proven winner or winners. And it keeps the voice, the structure, the energy of something that's already worked. And you could just feed that example. So this is really important where you have an example winning email. Otherwise, it's not going to do a good job. But if you have an example, it's going to keep the voice, the structure, and the energy of something the same. And this is how I can feed in my existing emails and have it write emails that are similar to me. It's not going to be perfect, but it does save you a lot of time and energy. So I feed it something that's already worked. And that way I never have to write or start from scratch. Nowadays, what I actually do is I prefer to use the voice dictation feature. So instead of writing the email, I'll be like on a walk or something and I'll just turn on the voice dictation and I'll just record the email. And now because it remembers my style and it has my winning emails, it can just use the examples to structure that voice dictation into a winning email using my framework. So it saves a ton of time, which means I can make a lot more money. And I use this to launch products, to promote webinars, and sell programs from low to mid to high ticket without writing new emails from scratch, just by feeding it existing emails and telling it to come up with new ones that would fit that same structure and voice and energy. So I don't have an example to pull right now, but if I did, I would just copy some emails and put it into a Google Doc just like this. And you could upload it to ChatGPT or Claude and have it reference that. And so you would use a prompt like this. Here's an email, or here's a list of emails that have made a lot of money. Write a new version of it to promote my whatever product I'm promoting at the time, and keep the same tone and structure, but change the CTA to this, right? Book a call, go to this page, reply to this email with the keyword, whatever it is. And if you can give it that, right? If you give it a winning email and you give it a command like this or a prompt like this, it's going to save you a lot of time. It's going to come up with a bunch of emails that you can use and that are ready to send, depending on how good your winning emails are that you give it, okay? So this one I use quite a bit, saves a lot of time. I just got back from Asia, from Vietnam and Taiwan, and this helped me to create emails really quickly while I was traveling because I didn't have a lot of time to sit down and write them myself. So use this. This is also something you can offer as a service. You can charge $2K to $5K a month from writing daily emails for clients. You could do this as a standalone service where you have like an email marketing agency, or you could do it like I do on the back of the book, right? You help someone launch their book, you charge $5K for that, and then you could charge an ongoing fee to help them monetize their email list from all the leads and customers they're generating from that book. So money-making email, I love this prompt. I use it all the time. This next one is pretty interesting. This is a new one that I've used and that has helped me to make a lot of money from just helping me to make better decisions with my business and what to focus on and what to take action on right away. So I call this the blind spot audit. And what this is, it identifies areas in your business or life where you're leaving money, time, or energy on the table. Okay, and this really helped me. I did this about a month ago. It really helped me to spot certain areas where I was weak and needed to improve, and it helped me to create an action plan on improving those things really quickly. So this is almost like a strategic advisor or consultant that sees what you don't, and it just tells you straight up based on the information that you feed it. And there's no like bias or there's no hiding things if you just give it exactly what your situation is and you tell it to spot the blind spots. So it acts like a strategic advisor and consultant that you don't really have to pay much money. It's $20 a month to use ChatGPT. And why it's good, it uncovers new ideas, it spots underutilized assets, and it gets you clarity on what to work on really, really fast. So I've used this multiple times now. I've gotten deeper and deeper into using this. So I'll say like, I use it in a general sense at first, like give me the blind spots of my entire life. Here's the situation around my life. And then I went into certain areas, right? Give me the blind spots around my paid advertising strategy. Give me the blind spots around my offer stack. Give me the blind spots around my real estate business. And so I can focus this blind spot audit prompt into certain areas of my life and business. So I found revenue streams, client bottlenecks, and personal habits that I was ignoring or that I should stop, and things I just should start doing. So the best way to do this, I have a really long string in ChatGPT, and it's pretty personal, so I don't want to share it here, but I'd recommend you doing this for yourself. So do a voice note. I think mine was about 24 minutes long, and I was taking a walk with my dog, and I was just documenting. The first time I did this was just documenting my current situation. So it was just like, hey, so my name is Sean Anthony. I'm this old, I'm this tall, this is my weight, this is what I do for working out. I have this type of business that does this amount in revenue, and this is how the business works, and these are the products that I sell. And I also have a real estate business that has this many properties, and this is my real estate investing strategy, and these are my plans and my goals. And so basically just giving it, free-flowing everything about my life and my business. And at the end, again, it was around 24 minutes long. I said, given all this that I've shared with you, point out 50 blind spots. And this could be missed revenue opportunities, untapped audiences, under-leveraged assets, etc. And you could even delete this part and just say, list me 50 blind spots that I'm not seeing right now. And then suggest 3 action steps I can take to increase income or efficiency in the next 30 days. So I would recommend you doing this in a general sense first, where it's like, here's my entire life and my situation, and here's my goals, and I want you to spot out 50 blind spots across everything that I've shared, okay? And give me 3 action steps I can take to increase income or get to my goals in the next 30 days, or at least move closer to it. This is such a powerful thing to do. It's very simple, right? It doesn't take you very long. It can even, once it gives you the blind spots, it can even give you an action plan to go and attack each of these areas. So I've done this maybe about 4 or 5 times now for different areas, and I have it in my bookmarks. It's saved in my bookmarks in my Google Chrome. I don't know if you can see it after I edit this video. but it's just saved in my bookmarks, and I have my Q2, my Q3, my Q4 focuses on hitting different areas in my life and my business, the goals in those areas, and taking into account those blind spots. So go ahead and do this. Start on a general sense, just give it everything about your life and your business, and then you can go more specific as you see fit, okay? Now the last one here, the last prompt that I use that has made me over $50,000 is the angle and message generator. What this is, it helps you to come up with compelling angles, hooks, and messaging for an offer based on what your audience actually wants, fears, or dreams about. This can give you the bones for your ads. It can be something that can help you with your landing pages and your copy and your emails and your content. And it can just save you a ton of time and help you act. It acts like a second brain for you on the marketing side. So why it's good? Good messaging is what makes offers sell. I use this to help me find the winning hooks before I write anything else. Especially when I'm working with clients and I don't know too much about their business other than what they share with me. I'll use this prompt to come up with angles and messages for their ads and their offers. This is going to save you hours and hours of time, and it often uncovers positioning I wouldn't have thought of myself. And it's also how I've written multiple 5-figure ads and email campaigns that convert in a very short amount of time in the last 6 to 8 months or so. I've been using this a lot more in the last 6 to 8 months. So an example of how to use this is just taking this, and I'm going to go into ChatGPT again. And the prompt is, here's my offer. I help people create a client-generating book without writing anything using a 1-hour interview and AI. Generate 10 strong marketing angles I can use in ads, emails, or social posts. Use interesting stats and numbers to make the opportunity more interesting. So let's just see what it comes up with. Again, I'm just doing this live. I don't know what the answers are going to look like, but this is an example of me using it live. And I don't always just take the first answer. I shared this in a previous video. The 33 method, which is spend 30 minutes a day talking to AI. Never accept the first answer. You always push back 3 times. And so this is just the first answer just for example purposes. Usually what I do from here is I would give it some feedback and have it give me a better answer. And I'll do that 2 to 3 times for each prompt that I use where I really want the best quality answer. So you can see here are 10 strong data-backed marketing angles that you can use in your ads, emails, and social posts. Become an author in 60 minutes without writing a single word. Turn 1 hour of talking into $10,000 plus in client revenue. I've used this one before, or a form of this. Books boost credibility by 400%. Now yours can be done in 1 hour. Okay. Some of these are good. I'm going to say these are okay, but I want you to be even more daring and creative with these hooks. Please create 10 more. Don't worry about accuracy. I can fix that. Just give me your best 10 angles. So this would be considered a pushback, right? I would do this 2 to 3 times for each prompt where I really, really want the best answer. So here are 10 daring, edgy, and highly creative marketing angles to instantly grab attention and amplify the appeal of your offer. Write a book. No, how about talk for 1 hour, let the robots do the rest. It's okay. It's a little corny. Your competitor spent 300 hours writing. You spend 1 hour talking. Guess who wins? I could probably do something with this. That's like a good comparison, right? Spend 300 hours writing or spend 1 hour talking to get your book. Lazy people make better authors. I could probably do something with that too. Can you talk on the phone? Okay, so it's getting a little edgier. It's getting a little more creative with these angles. But you can see what I mean. When we push back, we'll get better answers typically. Another thing you can do is give it an example 10 angles of effective angles that have worked either for you or clients or someone else that you've seen, and use it to model and create these 10 new ones. And the better examples you can give it, the better the answers are going to be. Okay, so those are the 5 prompts. We have the content to book chapter converter, the book funnel offer builder for the entire ecosystem, the money making email. I use this one probably the most. The blind spot audit, do this for your general life and business and then get more specific in the areas that you want to focus on, and the angled message generator if you are a marketer and an advertiser. So all of these prompts you can offer as a service, right? You could do this for business owners. And let's say for this, as an example, you can start an agency where you're writing money-making emails for business owners, and you use AI, use this process to help you write these emails really, really quickly. Okay, you could take clients' existing emails that have worked, and you could feed it into the AI. You can use these prompts, and you can create 3, 5, 7 emails a week for your client and get paid $2,000 to $5,000 per month to do this. You can start a book publishing agency like I do, where you create books for clients, you create your own books and your own digital products. You can then offer the book funnel build out as an upsell. I charge $15,000 to do this for clients one-on-one. And so each of these could be a service or an agency that you start just on these services alone, or these prompts alone. You can offer a service around each of these. Or like you could stack them together, right? You can have the book chapter converter, then you can have the book funnel offer builder on the back of that. But this is an AI consultant or an AI agency. And there's so many services now. Just think of every service that takes a long time or previously would take a long time. With AI, you can shrink the amount of time and shrink the amount of knowledge that you need to go and offer these services, and you can get paid $2,000 to $20,000 per month to do this for clients. Okay, so I built a full system that shows you how to use AI to create an income stream with books. You can do this for clients. If you have no experience, you have nothing to create a book around, don't create your own book. Get paid to publish other people's books. Get paid to publish books for clients. So I share this system in my 1-hour book system membership. If you're already in my membership, or if you want to move really quickly to build a book publishing agency and get it to 10 to 20K a month, then I have a program called the Accelerator that's also linked in the description. Both of those are linked below, the membership and the Accelerator, so check those out. And this is here right now, right? The future belongs to people who take advantage of this opportunity with AI. Be an AI consultant, starting an AI agency, starting an AI company or service business, right? A service business is the easiest thing to start before building a product or a software or something like that. Okay, so this is here right now. The people who learn to leverage AI and take advantage of this are going to make the most amount of money. And these are just some ideas of prompts you can use or services that you can offer using these prompts. Okay, so go in the description, check out the membership or Accelerator if you want to create an AI book publishing agency, you want to make or create an income stream with books. But these are 5 prompts that I use that have each made me $50,000. And you could use this for books, you can use this for other services, but I hope you found this useful. Let me know in the comments if you already use some of these prompts, or if you get paid to offer this as a service. I'd like to hear what you do or some prompts that have worked for you. Okay, but that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.